I
most.
know, and I hate that.
It's a core base.
Troop rush, bruh.
It really is. That's
The
what
core
seems
is
to
the
win.
most that you can have, so it makes sense that that's what the game is based around. Almost all the objectives are core units.
No. All military endeavor centers around the fucking infantry.
That's true. So many generals have said that. I actually just read something the other day and it quoted like 6 or 8 generals that
China
had quotes
has big
around.
generals?
No.
General Sterling.
Curtis, I need you to back me up on this.
China has
China has big generals. You never played Command and Conquer, did you?
I did, but
Every
I only
other
played Red
unit-
Alert. Red Alert 2.
other unit in the military is support for the fucking infantry because it don't mean dick if you ain't got boots secure in the ground.
That's true. You can only fly your jets around for so long.
Yes.
But you can piss on people from 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
I think if you piss from a jet fighter, you'd have bigger problems than running out of fuel.
Oh.
Could you imagine hitting a bug at that speed? I mean, that would be very painful.
Are we talking Volkswagen or...
If you saw a Volkswagen... Okay, first of all, if you're flying a jet at 1,000 feet, there's a problem. Second of all, if you see a Volkswagen at 1,000 feet, that is another problem
Been
altogether.
targeted by a rail pin.
By a railgun? Is that what you said?
A railgun that fires Volkswagen Beetles.
It'll fire anything. It's magnets. It's miracles.
Fucking magnets. How do they work?
Miracles.
The actual systems the Navy want to implement to battleships fire a Volkswagen Beetle-sized projectile.
And I
That would do
imagine
some damage.
Yeah,
that's a lot of damage.
that is a lot of damage.
Like a ship? I mean, you're done, right? I
It's
mean,
supersonic.
yeah, exactly.
It's supersonic.
It looks like a Kamehameha going off of Kami Island, you know, just like the waves fucking come up around it and shit.
pretty damn much.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see it. I'm about it. Oh, man. Alright,
Wait for it.
so do we need to go over show notes or anything?
I mean, the mic's been live for the last minute and a half. I just
I
wanted
can
to.
hear you chitter chattering.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Yeah. Soundboard John gonna be at it again.
There we
here
go.
tonight.
Yes, we need a shock jock. Come on, John. Oh, baby.
That one's
Yes.
gonna be popular.
That's a good one.
That's our Shadowrun thing.
Nice.
Because when you fail, you get that. So are we
That's
actually
awesome.
live on air?
Yeah, you're live on air.
Yeah, we're live. Been live for a few
Dog.
minutes.
Do we have anybody
is the
here?
camera on? Can people see us? Are we? What's
Bob's
up?
your uncle.
No one's here. Let's pop open that chat window up
Him
there
and
and
that
those 3
goddamn
buttons.
Bob again.
Click up there. Let's
Battery
see.
operated boyfriend.
Yeah, let's see who we got in here.
You know about that.
What's up? What up? What up?
What up, my glib glob?
Melifas, I think I know who you are. What's up? Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it.
That's an ODK. at
Feel free to
1.4.
mute this inane babble at any moment because I know you know nothing about this, but we appreciate the support, man.
Yeah,
Thank
any and
you.
all that we can get. Any and all.
Considering the show's producer sitting across the hall.
I'm still trying to figure out what he's produced yet.
Who? Which one?
Outside of-
Disappointment?
Oh, that producer. Check.
Well, are we waiting for someone besides our producer to watch the show do show number 1?
I mean,
I think so.
yeah.
I mean, we said 10 minutes and it's a little past. I'll send it out again.
No need
Here,
to.
we're going to harass you and be disappointing.
I mean, just my close personal friends.
I didn't know you had those that wasn't sitting right here.
Well, I do. I have a few. Oh man, good times here.
Hey, you need to go find a Star Wars soundboard.
Using what I've got on
You
here.
need to make
I
a
know, but
custom
you can-
soundboard.
Yeah,
Oh, there's Star Wars soundboards.
Yeah.
I've got one. I wish I could send it to you.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna send it in here
Saved
too.
all I got. Bell horn. There's some more. Wait, are we hearing echo?
Yeah, you're hearing that.
All right, you gonna keep up with who's in chat?
Yeah.
I wish there was a way you could. Oh, we got Cake back. Welcome back, Mr. Cake.
Oh, he just couldn't get enough of the drunken madness.
All right, well, we got
Yeah.
someone here.
There we go. There we go.
Well,
We have people.
if you're following along at home, put a clink in the chat for us because we're about
If
to
you're
do-
driving around Chickamauga, wish you the best of luck.
God
Yeah.
bless you. And for those
Hey,
that-
wait. Stop.
Oh,
Put the
Oh,
drinks down.
oh,
Put the drinks
oh.
down.
I'm fucking.
Live from the 80s. God bless, we've done. Yeah. Live from the Bald Wookie. It's the 82nd Legion. I'm the captain. That's Rickhunter. And this guy's the Rebel Duck.
that's right. We have Nimble, so suck it.
No, I hear you have a corkscrew.
Hey. And
But
on
what's a
that note,
tauntaun have?
all of it.
Is that would be the same as like using a frozen T-bone as a dildo?
I mean, I didn't. Yeah, whatever. Snow everywhere. I don't know.
It's cold. in
We
here.
haven't opened the door and looked.
It's still snowing.
It is cold. I will say that here down in the southeast of Tennessee. From our secret bunker. Hidden from those first order cunts. We hate those guys.
Yeah.
That's why they don't get a faction.
Drink another one. Hey, are you giving us a clink, Sergeant? Because we'll give you the first clink, man. If you're drinking, following along with the 82nd Legion
I have a
drinking game.
funny feeling he's probably on his way home from Epicos right now.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
do we know him in real life?
Yeah.
He's an
he-
IRL. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Pretty sure that me and Drew both got games in against this guy on Monday.
Oh.
On stream, nonetheless. You
Well.
can go back and watch that on our Twitch.
Oh,
It's
nice.
live
We got
for
a
about
VOD of
another
that?
week.
Yeah.
I'll be moving this
You
to
s-
the YouTube.
Hey, man, I only got salty when you put 3 damage on my Han and I didn't save a single one twice, okay? That was the one time.
You was using my light dice.
Dude, I will say,
Damn.
Sergeant put a clinic on me, dude. I lost that game by probably the end of turn 2. If I'm being, I just drug it out because I hadn't played Legion in 2 weeks. But it was a great game. Well played, man. You are a good player. You've gotten much better since we first started, and I tip my hat to you. Well done. So, he's not even here. All right, fine.
He's
Okay.
probably here, just not in chat.
Gotcha. All right, cool.
Can you do that?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Can.
So
I've
maybe
done
he's
it.
just listening to it driving in the car or
Yep,
something.
there
Yeah,
he is.
there
It's
he
all
is.
about the suppression.
It
That's
is, man. That list was nasty. I just
Yeah.
I want you to fit an E-web in there. That's what I want. Maybe cut those 2 mortars for an E-web. Will that work? Is that enough points?
How much are mortars?
I don't know, 40-ish.
Then E-web's like 45 or 55.
55.
Because you can also use your short troopers to order those E-webs. They don't have fire support, and you did get to use it a lot, but I'm not sure how much it did. I mean, I guess it was pretty good. The
E-webs
aims
are good
helped a
for
lot.
area of effect control.
Yeah, I mean, they're so solid.
Yeah, they, like he said, it'll fit with what he had. Just a little bit of repositioning.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm answering a question here off air for someone who's asking about our podcast. We talk about nothing. Well, Star Wars Legion a little bit. So.
This is not Seinfeld. This isn't the show about nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I get where you was going with it. It was an additional suppressive keyword, so it dealt 2 if you threw
Oh,
hit.
that's true. I didn't think about that. That's
Suppressive
true. Yeah.
is baller.
Yeah. That's actually.
He says he loses an activation on what he was running. So let's go
Okay.
through and talk about what he was running.
Yeah. Why don't we talk about this insane psychopath list that was.
For 500 points, that was ridiculous.
Let me say that 7 activations.
Imperial,
Imperial 7 activations.
yeah. Krennic,
Only
Sniper,
7?
500 points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Might be.
On a 3x3.
Krennic, a Sniper, 2 Shores, 2 Mortars, and a Death Trooper.
That's
Yeah.
a lot for 500 points.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. I mean, it was. Exactly.
The game I played against him, I got to pull out an old standby. Luke, 2 fleets, Z6 squad.
Hmm.
Fleets with concussion and scatter are great when you don't have to go chase down that range 4 gun line.
Yeah, that's the problem I ran into. I also brought 2 fleets on my list, and that was a mistake. I see that now, and I won't make it again. So,
Right,
it's
and
fine.
his Death Troopers had the config and the DLT-19 in it.
yeah. So,
And he configured me round 1, turn 1.
yeah, I lost almost a whole fleet squad in turn 1.
Ouch.
I deployed them badly, and he fire supported into him and nuked him. So that hurt. I did bring 2 Wookiees, though, and they were super good. They were doing work. Once I got into his back lines, I mean, they were just shredding him.
Were
like,
you jumping in melee with them?
oh, yeah, absolutely I was. I had tenacity on him as well. So,
Oh.
I mean, they were just... And, one unit was full health when they got to his back lines. The other one had the bowcaster left and the leader, which was still 4 black and a red in melee. So I would use that unit to clean up his unit leaders and send the other guys, So, and I split fire on my last week activation and deleted 2 units. I used my bowcaster to shoot at the sniper squad, and I used the rest of my guys to shoot at a shore squad, or a mortar, I think it was, and I deleted both of them, and I was like, yes, but he beat me 2-1. 3-2, I want to say. He had Krennic, Death Troopers, and Shores in my one from my deployment zone, and I had both my Wookiees on his. So he beat me 3-2. So we played it all the way out, though. It was a good game. Han got killed early. That was sad. I'd only got to play Reckless Diversion off of him.
So I take it he didn't shoot first?
He did not. He
Which is
got
what it's
shot.
supposed to be. But
Yeah. I did play Reckless Diversion, and he did play the 2-pip that gives him standby, and I didn't even see the token. It was my own fault. I walked into a standby, which hurt a lot, too. And I also... What else did I do? I won the roll, and I activated Han first, and so he had to shoot at one of my Wookiee units. That's why they went down to 2 health, because everybody had to shoot at him, I think, except for one guy. Got to take a shot on one of my fleets, and I didn't lose them, or maybe I lost one guy, but...
Well, from white dice, that's a lot of work on their part. I'll give you that.
Yeah, they were also in heavy cover. I wrapped them around this piece of terrain in the middle, kind of like this right here. So whatever angle he shot them from, at least half the unit was always in heavy cover. So just really trying to position them. I mean, they're tanky, too. Like,
Well, 3 health. Is it 3 or 2?
Yeah, it's 3. Yeah.
3 health of minis.
yeah, and there were 4. I had the
So
bowcaster
12,
in there as well.
12 health
Exactly,
for a
yeah.
fucking squad.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they're rolling white dice, which is,
True.
basically the equivalency of a suicide catapult, but,
Yeah, so I think next time I'll run Rebel Troopers and I'll run medics with them so I can keep my Wookiees alive as we're running up. And then I'll probably just run some, maybe like an FD or maybe a Tauntaun even, and just kind of free up some of those points from the fleets. So
I can tell you that 2 Tauntauns on a 3x3 is just absolute blast.
I bet it is, because those bitches got some get up and go.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah, they're extremely good.
Yeah.
It's like
I've been trying not to play a lot of Tauntaun lately because I love me some Tauntaun.
They just smell bad on the outside and
Yeah.
the inside.
They're lukewarm.
Well, they hear.
Yeah, I did lose Stormtrooper Luke in my game against Stefan.
Oh, that's an elite list right there. Those Wookiees were kicking my butt. They were, yeah. You put 2 activations. Yeah, that's true. So he had almost perfect bag control with Entourage and then the Shore Troopers ordering the mortars.
Yeah.
Literally, it was just usually Krennic and a Shore Trooper in his bag, or a Krennic and the sniper in his bag. Yeah. So
and there was multiple turns where it was just Krennic.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it was
That's pretty baller.
It was.
Especially with baller.
It was an excellent list. It was very well thought out. I think it really served its skew extremely well. Like, he wanted to play hard suppression, and against you, he had War Weary. So I know you were doubly boned on that one.
Yeah, War Weary is definitely a battlefield condition.
He is.
Yes.
Somebody wore blue to the podcast, to the live
I thought it was
stream.
supposed to be a green screen, not a blue screen.
I wasn't
things
expecting
happen.
this particular
We
combo
got
to.
yellow lights.
It's so basically
Science.
we've got the Michael Jackson of screens going on.
Yeah,
It's true.
well, stuff happens. At least
It's
I'm a
blue,
Force.
it's green.
Hey, I'm just
He's
a
a
Force
thriller.
Ghost tonight.
There you go. Give us some knowledge. Is Darth Vader my father, like you told me?
No.
All right, I didn't think so
No.
because he's pretty evil, man.
No, that he pulled out. Jar Jar's your father.
Oh, the Sith Lord from Phantom Menace.
Yes.
Wild night on the boob.
So
One
we
night
got
in
some
Bangkok.
articles. we got some articles on Monday.
We did get some articles on Monday.
You know what?
This might be
Let's
some bad liquor to drink.
We're gonna cut our faces off here.
yeah, we're gonna swap
But
over to
Our viewers will thank us.
How do we give the people what they want when they can't see our faces?
No faces.
We can send them dick pics.
No.
Maybe. Check who's in chat. I can tell you if I sent him a dick pic or not.
Reply in chat, me so horny if you want Drew to send you a dick pic.
No, if he
I'm just-
has.
All right.
The whole chat, oh, me so horny.
Who said there will be next time? True. Who knows?
So he
Sometimes I
basically,
play
he's gonna
Legion. Sometimes I pretend to play Legion. What were you gonna say?
So he's gonna, find your home and kill you in your sleep. Now. There will be no next
Apparently,
time.
I guess I beat him a few times in a row, and I honestly didn't know that. So he was like, it felt really good to beat you. So well played, man. You definitely crushed me. I wasn't even close to what I needed to be right there. So well played. I'm sorry I didn't put up more of a fight. I've learned a little bit. I've never played on a 3x3 kind of with that. It was good. I really enjoyed the format, by the way. I'll say being able to play Game of Legion in 90 minutes was really nice. It was really nice. And it still felt like a full game of Legion, too, because there was objectives, there was, you know what I mean? It just felt good. And the table we played on was gorgeous, man. I got to say, it was nice. I mean, I really liked that industrial terrain. It was cool.
What's this BS you got us looking at now?
Yeah,
Well,
what is this?
Wait, they can see that?
Yes, I have it set up to they can see.
Of all the things that I figured he'd be showing people, that's
Yeah.
probably the better end of the spectrum.
So on Monday we had an article drop on the Clone Wars paint sets to go with the other 3 that we currently have.
Yeah. So we got the clone and the droids.
Clones and droids.
Or cis, rather, excuse me.
Separatists. We're not going to call them cis. They're separatists.
The Confederation of Interstellar Systems.
Yep.
I
And
thought it was the Great
they
Trans-
even had a
Confederation
live,
of Independent.
and
Okay,
they even
yeah.
had a live stream
They
today.
want to speak to your manager.
Did they
while they're-
really?
Yeah, and they was using their paints on live stream today.
Captain Rex Blue. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. I can appreciate
Jedi
that.
Order robes.
Okay, yeah, sure. I can.
Camino storm clouds.
There we
So
go.
I guess we're going to get somebody who wears a generic Jedi robe of brown.
Well, I mean Obi-Wan.
Yeah, Obi-Wan's got some.
Is it hidden under his armor or something?
And then you got Jedi Temple, which is apparently yet another white.
Yay.
Wait, so what's Camino Stormcloud's like? Gray?
Looks like a
Okay.
grayish white.
Okay.
Plastoid gloss varnish.
So that's just a sealer.
No,
Yep.
plastoid gloss. The plastoid is what the...
The gloss
Stormtroopers, the clones
varnish,
wear, yeah.
it being basically a
Makes them shiny,
the
right?
Armor shiny.
Yeah. So it looks
Rishi
like plastic.
Station gray, Dathomir skies. I'm wondering if it's a red
It
or
looks red, yeah. Yeah.
pink.
Yeah.
reddish pink.
Yeah.
And Naboo plains.
There we
Yep.
go.
And how about that shadow wash, aka Nono?
Talent in a bottle.
Yeah, it's bailed me out of a lot of bad situations.
Ryloth Cliff.
Separatist.
Another blue.
But this one's called Separatist
Separatist.
Blue, guys.
Strong tone wash.
You don't need no man.
A barren shadow. Salakami sand. Grievous mask.
That's good for one thing that you paint. Justice Mask.
Destroyer droid bronze.
Again.
Sensor silver. Those 2 are nice to have because they're metallic. If I'm buying into the game and I don't own
that's
any
true.
paints or
Yeah.
anything of that nature,
Yeah.
Get that one
this
kit.
you can get one set and do 90% of your army. If you get the core set paint plus your faction specific stuff,
Let me see if I can get a good view of these colors. What color are you painting your droids out of this? One of these 2? So, sand or cliffs, I guess?
neither. My entire droid army is silver with a
I
custom
mean,
purple,
if
with a
you're
custom
canon,
purple.
right? This is called a separatist paint set. What of these colors is separatist droids? I don't
I'm
feel
gonna
like any of them are.
I'm gonna base them in Ryloth Cliffs, then hit them with that.
Really? Do you think they're that?
Actually, I'm gonna base them in this strong tone wash, and then dry brush shade
The sand on them?
the sand.
Okay, maybe that wash will make it. But they almost, I feel like
The
they're
wash
like a
is a-
bone color, not like a white. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Genoshan soil for an orange.
I do feel like looking at all these plus the corset,
This looks like
I
Rishi
feel like
Gray.
I'm seeing a lot of the same color, and I'm not
I agree.
colorblind.
I agree. I think that's Rishi Station. You know what I mean? Like the cliffs in the sand. I think those are similar to those. They're
Indian
two.
Ocean was some destroyer droid.
Yeah, like look at Camino Stormclouds and Jedi Temple. I mean, those are extremely close. This one is probably sand right there, or maybe that one.
You know the people at home can't see you pointing at the screen.
I know, but Separatist Blue is Captain Rex Blue. Like, what in the Separatist
No,
is
the,
blue?
the blues are a different
The
shade.
Separatist blue is a darker blue.
Yeah.
What in the Separatist Army is
I
blue?
think on that you need a shot.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to bum one.
Well,
For those at home playing the 82nd Legion drinking game, so we can figure out what color is fucking what, it's going to be shot number 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it.
tonight,
give us a,
we're drinking some of Evan Williams' finest Kentucky bourbons
Chasing,
since 1783.
chasing it with Coors Light and Hutton and Smith, which is local here to Southeast Tennessee.
You got anything other hidden in that bag of?
Surgical bag
I've
of
got
wonders.
more of the same. If you want one, you're more than welcome to one.
Sure. Fuck it. We'll go with a Coors Light.
There you go. Back stuff out.
The cold of the Rockies and shit.
It's still blue. That's how
I mean-
cold it is here.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're almost Rockies cold outside anyway, so what's the difference?
That's some blue balls there.
Hey,
Hey.
must be the money.
what she
So
said.
the second, this is for my shot of calling out different colored blues. My apologies.
It shouldn't be. You should never apologize for your alcoholism.
We're at 33 degrees
That's what she said.
here at our outpost.
I like how Tom shook a little bit.
Yeah, he had the twitch going on for
He
damn
did.
sure.
Speaking of Twitch, tell all your friends, come in here, chat, hang out. We have a good time. What's chat saying? What do we got here?
Yeah, it
Cheers.
is.
Yeah, are you following along, Sarge? Make sure you turn the mic off during the break. We'll think about it.
Yeah,
Should have.
yeah.
And we'll spit
Should've
roast the
brought
pot
what?
roast this week.
You know what? So in chat, she says I should have brought the space heater. I actually thought about it.
We've got
And
a space heater in here.
I told Captn, I said I thought about it, and I was like, I don't know if it can handle that many plugs. Like, I just don't know what the electrical.
I get
situation
worried
is
about
here.
that out here. That's why we only have one space heater out here.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's really not that cold. I mean, I've got a long sleeve and a sweater on, so
We've got
I'm good,
blankets and such too. So
but- yeah,
I feel bad because I'm just sitting here in shorts and short sleeves and acting like nothing's wrong.
yeah, but you're
a
like,
polar bear, too.
yeah, exactly, a polar bear.
Polar Bear Club.
So
Go get the water.
I guess
going.
you know, coming into the game, the paint set. What was it? 35, 40?
No, the
49, 30, 30.
yeah, the 30
49
is
for the core set one.
yeah. That's
That
a
comes
lot.
with both.
It
It
comes,
comes with
it came
Imperial and Rebel.
well, kind of a mix of both.
Okay, gotcha.
You could pretty much buy just a core set paint and paint your core set.
Either core set.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not doing a core set for.
I mean,
the,
if I could step out to the car and go pick them out of the trunk, and we could open them here on stream.
we could do that.
We could
but
do that
that's
towards the
what
end. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
what
have
we do.
more exciting things to talk about, however.
Like what?
Like some new article, some sweet article droppage that we had here today about some new Battlefield cards, which,
Yep. Vital assets.
yes,
Another Battlefield expansion.
yeah.
Which that's good because that's how you keep the game alive too. Where's the music coming
It's
from?
true. Yeah, guys.
Yeah,
If
makes
you're at home, take your pants off. Dance a little. Enjoy yourself.
I have no clue
It's gonna
why
be
I
good.
started playing.
It's also on theme. Pause not.
Man, we always have sound problems on this show.
Yeah, it's cool. We're still working through the kinks. This is only number 2. So, okay, that's good.
the broadcast.
Might be 'cause it's the delay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The background is sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Captain gave us a couple choices, and I think this is the one we settled on, Wheelie.
Yeah.
We like it. We've got the EV99, right? Is that what that is? Like the Mandalorian?
That's
No, it's not EV99.
It's KR.
It's KR41G.
Oh,
Craig.
yeah.
He
Good
had
old
to be
KR41G.
he had to be repurposed.
He
got-
did.
He got scrapped for being a recording droid, but he's a booze droid now.
He did.
Somebody has to keep us alcoholed up.
Yeah, that's true.
Preach,
Thank you,
bitch.
KR41G. You're the
All
man.
right, here we
so looky here.
go.
We got some good minis. We got the hostages here, right? So we've got like a Naboo senator, maybe it looks like.
I
She's
think,
not
And then
Naboo.
the trade
honestly,
fair.
I
You'll
believe
see her in the Clone Wars later on. She's in like the 4th or 5th season in the Clone Wars.
Oh, nice. Okay. So is that supposed to be like Newt Gunray then, or Rune Hako, or?
One of those guys.
Okay.
They all look the same.
So who is she then? I mean,
That's
other people
racist
probably know. I don't
against
know who it is,
Mormons.
but
That was kind of the point. But she's a senator from like one of the blue skin species. I forget what they're called.
okay, cool. We got some mines.
Yep.
We got repulsor carts, which
More-
have a movement tool attached to them. I can't see me pointing, but in the back there, they've got where the notch slots in. They've got arcs.
Yep.
So that could be important.
I honestly think that's just where the previous using of a base, such as Tauntaun or
hmm
So do we think
Speeder bikes.
is that only going to be one set of plays,
No, I
or do we
think
think
you
there's
move 'em.
multiple?
Naval
It
bike.
comes with
Yeah, they do.
One of each.
They do look like naval mines.
yeah
It comes.
Sea mines.
9 cards. We get payload, danger close, and fortified positions.
Yeah.
Uh,
Which I have written out here, payload, what it says so far. If you want me to read it out real quick, so we can talk about the ones we can actually see after that. So payload says, starting with the blue player, each ... within their deployment zone. Each player blanks that they place. Then, starting with the blue player, something, piece of terrain by placing one objective token, something, color on that terrain piece. Each chosen something, a deployment zone, but can overlap something. At the end of each round, starting with blank, bomb cart may pivot and then perform blank, more friendly unit leaders than enemies. So that's payload. So it sounds like what you're going to do is move your payload. You can pivot and move your payload, and you can do that if you've got more friendly around it than enemy unit leaders. It starts in a deployment zone. It probably has to reach a piece of terrain that you put an objective token on, is what it sounds like to me. Each player puts a payload in their deployment zone. They place an objective token. The payload has to reach here. If you have more unit leaders, you get to do a free pivot and move. So if I have more and you've been moving it, now I get to pivot it and move it away, basically. So basically Overwatch
That needs
in
to be
Legion,
shown on the cast to get a chance.
which is going to be awesome. So I love this. I love having more options for the battle deck. I think it's a really good expansion. I'll just say overall, I think this is exactly something that Legion needed because, I mean, you basically know what people are taking just by looking at their army composition.
Yeah.
And now we've got a little bit more kind of play with how we want to skew our armies and stuff. So
yeah, and having even more control, and I think this is going to make.
That's why I was like, we should show that on screen. I'm just saying.
I'm not going to disagree. I just I don't have Facebook logged in on this computer.
yeah, so that's payload. Now here is hostage exchange, right, which they have actually nicely pulled up here for us.
Yeah, actually, you should be able to see it up on screen as well as.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
So each player chooses one core unit that they control. And then, starting with the blue player, each player places their opponent's chosen unit on, or as near as possible to, the center of the battlefield and performs a speed 1 move with that unit. Then each player places a claimed objective token in base contact with the unit leader of their chosen unit and equips a hostage upgrade card to that unit. So already starting off is basically recover the supplies, but you start in the middle and you get to make a speed 1 move, and you already have a supply recovered. And you get the hostage card, which they've also shown to us.
Basically, it's you're doing it to your opponent's unit, not yours.
It's
They're
both.
doing it to you.
Well,
So
you
you're
choose
moving-
one that you control. Yeah.
Each player places their opponent's chosen unit.
Oh, okay. So you get to place your opponent's chosen core. They place your chosen core next to the middle, and then they move a speed 1 move with that unit.
Yeah.
That's fuck.
Yeah. So you start with the recover the supplies heading towards enemy lines, probably. Honestly, he knows what it is. And then you get the hostage card, which gives you 1 extra courage but slows you down.
Yep.
Yeah, here it is. Increase your courage by 1 and reduce your maximum speed by 1 to a minimum of 1. You cannot start melee. During round 1, you cannot start a melee or they can't attack you, and you gain immune enemy effects. So you unequip it if you don't have the claimed objective token. So basically, they can't shoot you round 1. That gives you turn to run away, basically. Try and get out of there with your hostage. And immune enemy effects is they can't use orbital bombardment or maximum firepower or...
Turn 1 at least.
Exactly, turn 1.
Turn 2.
Yeah.
Turn 2, yes. Call down the Star Destroyer guns. Okay, so let's
So
go back
we was
to...
talking about
well,
some stuff in the 500-point games that we had seen in the battlefield conditions and whatnot. And fortified positions is
Yeah.
bigger version of everybody adding barricades to the battlefield.
Yeah. We didn't finish reading the blue card yet.
8 barricades? Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So during round 1, units cannot use detonate keyword, so you can't have sabs basically kill your guys off bat, so that's nice. And then opponent trooper units gain claim, which is just like recover the supplies. And then you gain a victory token for each objective that is claimed by a unit you control. So you can kill an enemy unit, take their objective token, or if you have a bounty hunter, you can name that core unit as your bounty, and then you can kill them and get both objective tokens.
It has to be operative or commander. You
Oh,
can't-
is it? Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, also,
Okay. But you...
that hostage exchange thing, and any other effects, I think will make you immune to being a bounty target.
you're probably right.
No,
Well, it's
no,
pre-game, it's
because
not round
that's
1.
turn 0.
Yeah. Then each player gains a victory token for each objective token that is within their deployment zone and claimed by a unit they control. So you get extra points for having it back into your deployment.
Yep.
So basically, it's recover the supplies, trying to kill the enemy, take their hostage if you can, and get them both back to your deployment zone, or at least get your hostage back
And
to the
then it
deployment
becomes
zone.
a points destroyed.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep.
So, anyway, yeah, so let's fortify positions. Let's talk about
So I
that
take
one.
it both of the minis that came with that are both are hostages for each side then?
Yeah, that, exactly.
Yeah. Starting with the blue player, players alternate placing barricades on the battlefield until 8 barricades have been placed. When a player places a barricade, it must be placed inside their deployment zone or within range 1 to 2 of their deployment zone.
Which is actually quite a bit. I mean, that's a foot, right?
That's a foot outside your deployment zone.
Yeah, so...
Even on battle lines, that puts you middle of the board, dropping
Yeah.
That's pretty
dropping
good.
barricades.
That's pretty good, yeah.
And it's gotta be placed horizontally. I'm reckoning the board edge.
LOL to you trolls that placed your barricades vertically because, you know,
Well,
got to give them Wookiee leaders cover.
so true. So true. Supply drop.
Okay, this is a cool one.
Yeah,
I like
really
this
is.
one, yeah.
Prepare the supply deck. Starting with a blue player, players alternate placing condition tokens face down on the battlefield until 6 tokens have been placed. Each token must be placed beyond range 1 of each deployment zone and beyond range 1 of any condition token. Non-creature trooper units gain resupply. Choose a condition token in base contact with your unit leader and flip it face up if able. Otherwise, remove it, then draw 2 supply cards, equip 1, and shuffle 1 into the supply deck.
Okay, what's the supplies though?
Now, it looks like we get back to capsules.
Okay.
Treat 1, capacity 1. Pretty self-explanatory. And we get a field scanner. It's an exhaustible card. While defending against a ranged attack during the apply dodge and cover step, gain 1 dodge token.
Ooh.
We also get the targeting range, rangefinder probably. You gain an aim token during a ranged attack. From what we can see, that's kind of cut off. And then the other one is the grapnel harpoon. It gives you a free action. You gain scale until the end of your activation.
What's scale?
Scale is what Grievous has, where you basically get unhindered and expert climber and
It's a bunch
something
of
else.
good shit. in one.
basically. Also, I think
What-
we're getting 9 of these cards.
Yeah. Now, looking at the danger close in the deployments,
Yep.
it looks like advanced positions with an extra 2.
Yeah, this comes all the way out to the middle of the battlefield. That's
Yeah.
6 all the way across right there.
6 across,
Yeah.
4 up, 3 out, with a 3 distance between.
Yeah, which is not very much.
No.
I mean, that's your shooting turn 1, basically. So,
Imperials are going to love this. I'm going to love Danger Close, especially if I'm playing Breakthrough or
yeah.
something of
That's
that
what
nature.
I'm saying, like, because we've seen Payload, we've seen Hostage Exchange, right? We've only seen Danger Close, and we've seen Fortified Positions, and we've seen the other green one that we just looked at, right? What was
Yeah.
the one we just saw? I don't remember.
So,
But
was that? There were multiple of the green cards in there.
that's what I'm saying. We're
Yeah.
getting 9 new battle cards.
So that's gonna give a lot.
That
Yes,
gives us
which
8
is
options.
awesome.
That'll give you 8 options for each slot in a battle deck.
Which is
And-
incredible, because that has been really lacking in Legion.
Is battle because you play the same game over and
Exactly, like almost everyone except for Captain takes Long March out of their deck, and maybe Johnson.
He's a-
okay, sorry. It's Rickhunter who loves Long March on his deck.
Look, I leave it in there because I get so much practice in with it. I'm just really good at it because of him.
That's true.
Which,
You know,
that's staying.
a lot of rebels cut hostile environment. That's just automatically basically cut from. I mean, what I'm saying is that this opens up
Oh, yeah.
just a ton of awesome list building ideas. You can really skew how you want to. You know, I mean, I think it's just really going to help with people that turn 0 part of the game, which is so important. You know what I mean? And
He doesn't get the credit it deserves.
not only that, but like taking blue player, like your bid now is much more important because you really want to play your battle deck because
Yeah.
you have no idea.
I think we're coming back into the realm of 10, 15-point blue player bids again.
No way, 10 or 15, really?
If I'm running one of those payload or something objectives and I want to make sure
Something
that
crazy.
something crazy,
Like a spam list with payload, maybe, or something.
yeah,
Okay.
then I'm going to take that 15-point bid so I can be blue player.
That seems like
Hold
so
on.
much to me.
Hold on, at the first rally point qualifier, do you remember the bid I took going into that?
Oh, it was a lot.
I took a 12-point bid because I wanted to be blue all day.
Were
Yeah.
you blue all day?
Oh, God, yes. And then
I had a 2-point bid and I was blue all day too.
You see, I mean,
But I played against a lot of 799. I played against 3 799 players. So
Oh, that'll do it
no,
then.
you
Yeah.
didn't. Because me and you played around 3 that day. Oh, well.
oh, you're talking about that RPG.
I'm talking about, yeah, I'm talking
Okay,
about
yeah.
Atlanta 1.
Okay, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Atlanta 1 was a clusterfuck, but it was fun.
It was fun, yeah. We had a good time.
I enjoyed my round 3 game, even
Yeah.
if it meant almost nothing in the end.
We had some beers, a few,
Oh,
couple.
God.
In
Yes.
the end, it doesn't even matter.
That's true.
Nope.
That's our anthem, by the way.
Ain't that the
Subscribe to our Patreon to find out more sweet facts about us. It's
You,
probably
we
in the
might,
82nd
we'll
Legion.
send something out when somebody actually.
They'll send their diary, like a page out of their diary. They'll photocopy it for it. Photocopy.
Oh
it
man,
for
we
it.
sell Kurt Cobain's diary. Basically, it cracks me up.
What is it? A shotgun user manual?
If you had one of those, I don't think things would have ended how they did.
Hey-oh.
Get gagged by your SO 101.
You're right.
Yeah, right. Number 1, pretend. That's true. Pretend like you're a better songwriter than you are.
He didn't pretend about it. He knew he didn't. He didn't understand why people thought it was awesome. That's why he gagged himself.
So
thought
true.
Courtney
I love
gagged
this
him.
show and the side streets we take.
That's true. It's
the best
82nd
part.
He
Legion.
wanted all the fame. Kurt was done with it. So.
Let's see who we got in chat. Let's break out. Let's give some shout outs here. Who we got?
People that obviously have nothing better to do with their night, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, seriously, thank you. Atten, Mr. Cake, Commander Root, Melfus, fuck that guy, I think. Sergeant Bulldog, Skyward 9.
Wait, we actually have more people than are talking?
Yeah, it's true. Guys, give us a clinks in chat.
Wow.
We want to do another shot. This is the 82nd Legion drinking game.
God,
I
yeah,
mean,
this is
that's
for that shit.
Rick Hunter's already getting ready, guys. Give us a clinks if you're
I
following
think
along.
he's trying to break the show record of 10 shots in one show. I mean, I think
Was that last show?
that was the last show that he set his own record.
For the record, that's the most shots I've ever had at once in my entire life, too.
Wow.
I drank 2 bottles of water throughout the night and a bottle in the morning, and I had no headache. My stomach said you're a bad, bad person, and all that good stuff. I had the alcohol shits, but other than that, I was good.
So you went to work the next day?
Oh yeah.
Did you wear the sunglasses?
No, I didn't need them,
Nice.
but I'm
Hold on. He's claiming all this. I'm calling bullshit.
What do you mean?
I'm calling bullshit on you. Your ass, I bet your ass had your sunglasses on.
No, I really didn't.
Oh.
Hold on.
The closest
had
I
less
had
to
to a
drinking.
hangover headache was at 7 in the morning. My head really hurt. I drank another bottle of water, took 2 aspirin, went back to bed. Woke up, was fine as fuck.
There we go. Fit as a fiddle.
What's our name on Twitch so I can actually follow? Because apparently I didn't. Like it.
Twitch.tv.
It's
82
82nd Legion.
Yeah, 82ND Legion. Yeah, give us a follow, guys.
Hey, you know what?
Hey, we're
Help,
live. Is
Like,
that something?
subscribe.
help us
I
get
don't
to
know what you do on
affiliate.
Twitch. Yeah,
Someone said bullshit. Ain't you something?
That's Stefan.
that's Stefan.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'll do one more.
Stop.
One more before the break. No more shots for me before the break, but I will
Black
sip
and
with you,
blonde,
gentlemen. You can give it clinks at home with your beers, guys, if you're following along. Hopefully we're not getting too much feedback from these chuckle fucks listening in here while we're recording.
Yeah, so we got people trying to improve numbers here.
That was me.
No doubt.
All right. So let's do this drink.
Cheers.
Wait.
This one goes out to Retro Red 101. Thanks for hopping in chat, man. Thanks for shouting out.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
He's an asshole.
This is absolutely true.
I don't know who you are, but I don't think you're an asshole. I also play Rebel, so I'm not to be trusted, apparently.
Rebel scum.
Look, I just can't choose a faction. That's my problem.
Yeah, you have all of them, right?
I do.
Can you
Fuck
feel
my life.
800?
That also makes shopping for you for Christmas really
Guys,
easy.
We need to have a 1v1v1v1 all faction just blowout.
We
man.
talked about that.
Oh,
Doing like that.
yes.
And what, how many? That was what a 6,000 point game that night.
Look, it winds up being everybody with 800 points. It's 3,200 points on the table. I'm down. I want to stream it. If
We
we're going to
should
do something stupid,
We should do like a
Let's just-
charity stream or something. You know what I mean? Like do like a 16-hour live stream.
We do need a
Now,
day
you.
for
I
the
think
deal.
we were talking about Retro Red, Sergeant. I mean, you could be the whole ass, I guess, if
I
you
mean,
want to be,
if you
man.
want to be, if you're into that, I mean, shit. We
you can
don't
also
keep
be the
shame
ass
here.
of the next joke.
Hey, AK.
I love how we're spinning on my phone here.
Yeah.
It's you've got this autistic look on
Well,
your face.
it's only spinning on your phone because you're trying to watch it in the same place we're recording.
I'm not on the Wi-Fi though.
Well,
That don't matter.
T maybe.
T maybe it
Not.
works. T maybe it don't.
All checks mix.
This show not brought to you by any cell phone corporation because fuck you guys and your monopolies.
My dad makes that. You're welcome.
This is gonna be delicious. I
It
can already
really
tell.
fucking is.
You guys want to hear us crunch on stream because you about to hear us crunch on stream.
Get that AMSR out.
Get that- This is a squirrel chewing on Chex Mix.
But is that shit not good as fuck?
It's extremely delicious.
The old man knows how to do it. I'll tell
Excuse
you.
me for talking about my house on stream.
I love it when we get random messages outside of our normal chat.
Whose
What'd you
message
get?
is Now?
What it say?
I don't know. This is a good buddy of mine,
Okay, I got it.
and you know, he's probably going to be joining us in chat shortly.
So,
Yeah, how many now? And I don't mind because I don't care because we're here to have fun. Most importantly, which is what this is all about. How many of these people in this that are watching this actually or are in chat actually play this game?
probably not many. I asked all my friends to tune in and give us the support, and I said you can even mute it in the background. Just keep the tab open. Give us that viewer all stream. We really appreciate that. We're just trying to get our name out there and check it out. You know, kind of put ourselves up there as something that's not really offered in the Legion community. You know, there aren't really
People
many.
that are not serious.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple Beer and Pretzels podcasts maybe, but I don't think there are.
There's
any that
no
are-
Beer and Pretzels podcast like us.
That's true.
That
We
is
are
absolutely true.
after dark, 100%.
Oh, yes,
If
yes.
you were lucky enough to tune into last week's live stream, you learned that pretty rapidly.
It's after dark.
It's your parents are going to ask about those charges on your phone bill after dark.
Yeah, but I don't make no money on this.
That's true. But we could if you make us affiliates. Boom! Retro Red was in on last stream. It's true. It was brought up. We thought the mic was on mute.
It really
And
did.
it wasn't.
Thankfully, I was not contributing to that conversation, so I'm off the hook. So vital assets, Rickhunter, buy, yes, no.
Yes.
Captain, unequivocally,
I don't think I've missed an expansion yet.
including paint.
Wait. I take that back. I didn't buy the ATST, or the downed ATST.
No one has yet. Or-
Stefan has it.
Yeah, that glorious bastard's the only one I know that does.
We got to play it, and
God bless him.
I Pathfindered the shit out of him. He was so mad.
I mean, that's a legit. That's a
Yeah,
legit
and
reason.
then the rules the RRG got updated. And what you did was clearly broken for the very reasons. Sergeant Bulldog, you missed it last week. We're not rehashing it this week.
Yes, true.
Is he someone we know in IRL?
Yes.
Yes.
If I know you, let me know. I'll tell you the story.
Yeah.
We can agree with Anakin, Commander.
Yes, it
I want a
does.
Ahsoka operative.
What I want is a hostage that's Baby Yoda. So come on with it.
If you touch Baby Yoda, I will burn your
Not a
family
problem
home
because
down.
I'm already looking at the STL files for it.
That's what I like to hear.
Hold
Time
on,
to print.
I'm not printing minis until I. Hold on, I'm not printing minis until I get the resin printer.
I will say
That's fair.
something.
I want to do it once. I don't want to have to print and paint one and do a fuck ton of work to make it work.
What I would like to see, though, and I think it would be kind of cool, is the bounty droid as an operative, and it could be for anything.
IG-11?
Yeah, or it could be just IG.
Okay, yeah. Just any of the IGs.
Yeah,
Well, Mel's
would be
Miniatures
has probably made one.
has an IG unit and a Mandalorian unit.
Probably has a baby. Does he have the one with little Baby Yoda falling?
No, that's the Skull Forge, and that's one of the STL files I'm looking at buying.
What if you basically had... never mind. I lost it. That didn't make any sense.
China does have big generals. You are correct.
Indeed.
I'm sorry.
There needs to be a Mandarin team.
You never played
I know
Command
what
and
you
Conquer
mean.
Generals, and it saddens me.
I didn't.
Little
Sorry.
bulldozer, be like, China has big generals.
Anyway,
Um,
what were we talking about right there?
Mandalorian strike team, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
that would be badass.
That would be sweet.
Like with a heavy and some gunslingers and shit.
Oh, IG-11 droid. So what if you had IG-11, but his character, he came with like 3 character cards. So he had like IG-11, IG-55, and IG-88. And each one had like slightly different...
Or each one was a different faction.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, okay.
IG-88 could be Empire,
Yeah, yeah. IG-11 could be...
like Rebels or whatever.
Or even operative, Sis or whatever. I mean... Well, the weird thing is that the IG-11 is in after Return of the Jedi. And IG-88 was in Empire Strikes Back.
just put them in Rebels just so I get that bounty hunter.
Yeah, that could
Even
be.
though that bounty hunter was working for the guild, who was working for the Empire.
I don't know. I just started freaking out. 'Cause it's like, I don't know how much you know about 88 and Legends.
Him taking over the Death Star too and shit.
Him starting the entire motherfucking machine uprising.
Yeah.
IG-88 was awesome in Legends.
Yeah.
Rip Legends, pour one out.
Pouring out for the homies.
All right.
This guy's already working on a hangover.
We've been casting for 45 minutes. Should we take a quick break here?
Yeah, I
I
think
need another drink anyway.
Yeah.
we're gonna take 5.
Yeah. 5
I'm on-
minutes, guys. Mark the time.
5 fingers.
4 and a thumb, really.
Did we mute the screen this
Yeah.
time?
If you write anything on your computer, you need to get Grammarly.
I write pretty much all day, every day, and Grammarly makes my writing better.
As a student, I like that it's free.
It actually is correcting everything as I'm writing it.
Grammar errors, spelling errors, and even helps me find the right words to use so I can say what I want to say.
It catches all those embarrassing little mistakes before I hit send.
I downloaded Grammarly around my freshman.
and it's on rollback.
Greetings, it is I, the Faline Prince Shizor. In my prime, a smooth Vigo prince such as myself lived an adventurous life with women of many races. Some smooth talking, a little slip of some pheromones, and I was in like a proton torpedo in an exhaust port. These days, it's hard for an older Faline to stay focused and keep up with the new model of replica droids. Introducing Vigaro, a groundbreaking new drug brought to you by the same scientist as Glitterstim. Vigaro not only increases your performance, it makes the ladies attack your loins like a rancor on Gamorrean. Don't believe me? Ask my personal blonde bombshell bodyguard, Guri.
Hello, ladies. Tired of trying to find the new hot vibrator upgrade on the black market? Why not upgrade your man with Vigaro? Those nights of wishing he would return to his days of glory or just fall into a sarlacc pit are over. Since my greenie weenie has been taking Vigaro, this ageless replica droid can't keep her hands off. As a matter of fact, how about we go get some martini mind links and head upstairs?
You read my mind.
Warning, do not take Vigaro without females nearby to reduce the chance of testicular explosion. Consult a physician if you maintain an overcharged air humping motion for more than 5 hours.
Try Vigaro today. Your women will be blown away once more.
ensures your writing is mistake-free and clear, as well as more interesting, or better yet, more enjoyable. Because the better we understand each other, the better we connect. Grammarly, helping you connect. Go to Grammarly.com to download.
Breakfast catering and royal
Really?
Every different build you could imagine.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've got
And we're back. Live from the Bald Wookie.
Not as loud as last time.
Oh.
Speaking of which, Drew.
Yeah.
What now?
I'm
What
not
y'all
sending
think
you
about
my
that
Okay.
Virago commercial that we had during our break?
What we
The,
actually played
uh,
commercial?
Prince Shizor, yeah. Virago. Wasn't the name of his starship was Virago?
Something along those lines?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Virago.
The Virago.
Yeah, Virago, yeah.
Well,
Guri was his,
Virago
like,
is spelled the
droid.
same. It's just got a different hint over the A.
That's true.
It's got that little tinge.
The accent is on the
I
wrong
do
syllable.
want to thank the fine folks over at OCX for supplying us with that commercial.
Oh, they recorded that for us?
No,
We
it was
stole it, probably.
one that they had used on their cast for a long time.
Nice, okay.
And I offered it a new home, and they was like, yes, because here.
Rest in peace.
So, yeah, that's... I miss those guys. Hanging out on Wednesday nights. They was most definitely the inspiration for this.
Nice. I never really got into X-Wing, so I didn't ever really listen to many of the podcasts, so...
I was heavy into X-Wing for a little bit.
I love using the models during the role-playing game for space stuff.
Well,
We've
and...
done that, too.
You know, we're not just Legion players around here. Some of us do spend time in some other Star Wars games.
Oh, we should stream Outer Rim one night, seriously.
I'm so down for that, you just don't realize.
Okay,
fucking-
I'll bring it with me.
Is Outer Rim
next-
only 2 players?
No, it's up
No.
to 6, I think.
Oh, we should so totally do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, it's not hard to do.
You
Use
get
the
to
same
play.
dice as
You
X-Wing.
basically play as either a bounty hunter,
X-Wing
a
attacks, yes.
smuggler, or a like. You can kind of be a starfighter, sort of. But basically, you go along the outer rim. You have to like pick up cargo in one spot, drop it off in another. You find a bounty in one spot, you kill them in another. Like, and then there's like the different factions you can raise and lower your reputation with them and stuff. So you play as like Han, Lando, IG-88, Boba Fett. That one chick's like kind of Mandalorian. She's got the caster, shadow caster. I can't remember her name, but
Asajj.
no, not Asajj.
Or a Sane?
No, she's like
Oh, Lats.
maybe
From
yeah.
Rebels, maybe?
Yeah, that's her. That I can't remember her name, but the shadow caster is also in the Mandalorian, by the way.
Yeah, in that one second. I sent y'all a picture of it.
Yeah,
I
you
noticed
did. Yeah.
it. I was like, holy shit.
So you play as like basically a smuggler, bounty hunter, or like, kind of like
In between?
yeah, just like an in between sort of. And it's really fun. I mean, it's like up to 6 players. You move all up and down the outer rim. You upgrade your ship. You upgrade your gear. You upgrade your comms. You can pick up like luxury items that specific buyers are looking for. Like, it's a lot of fun.
It's been a game that I've stared at more than once.
I'll bring it, and if you guys like it, I mean, I definitely recommend the buy. I think it's $50.
Are they doing any upgrades to it, like with X-Wing and stuff, or is it just going to be that?
No, it's
set?
just a board game.
I think it's just going to be the board game.
Yeah, they might do an expansion, maybe that introduces more characters or ships or something, but
Something kind of like Imperial Assault, but more like space oriented.
no, it's much more harder, like almost like a Monopoly or Payday. I mean, it's like a board game for sure.
Imperial
You know
Assault's
what I mean?
kind of hard. Let's be honest. The
Imperial
one time we
Assault is like
played
you have like a campaign and stuff like that. Like
you don't have to
you've-
do the campaign.
I know, but I mean, you finish the game Outer Rim. You finish the game every time. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like
yeah.
it's just a board game, but it's a really good one.
we
you
need
know?
to get more Imperial Assault stuff.
It's a good game, yeah.
I wish we.
Well, it's one of those when you find it and you find it on any kind of clearance, just go ahead and nab it because FFG.
It's
Not
mixed
doing
it.
anything else with it, from what I understand.
Yeah, they're not going
Yeah.
to do anything new. They're going to sell what they have of it, and then I have a funny feeling it just goes the way of the dodo.
Well, it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't get the attention and buzz around it that, like
It-
Legion,
it apparent-
Legion and X-Wing.
No, it was never a Legion or an X-wing, but it still had its own following.
And it had a bunch of expansions too.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
dude.
for sure.
And not to mention, I mean,
I've used some of the minis as stand-ins for Legion minis because they
Yeah.
was within a millimeter or two in
Yeah,
height.
they're close in
So-
scale terms. Yeah.
They always worked and worked well for what I wanted to do.
Hmm.
So
and
I can't wait to get Zeb. We need Zeb.
in Legion or
Yes, in Legion.
after watching Rebels, I understand your appreciation.
I
of
haven't
them.
got to Rebels yet. I'm working through Clone
You
Wars
need to finish
first.
Clone Wars before Rebels because
Yeah.
there's so many carryovers
Okay.
and so many nods. It's beautiful.
All right.
Return characters and all that.
I think I'm on 17 or 18 of Clone Wars.
You need to finish
Season
that
2.
before join the Galaxy's Edge because have you met Hondo yet?
Yeah. Only the first arc with him where he captures Dooku, Anakin, and Obi-Wan.
That shit's. They have him narrating part of Galaxy's Edge.
Really?
He's apparently going to also be in Ep 9, and he's got Blackspire Outpost is going to be in Ep 9.
Well, I've read Blackspire Outpost.
There's the book.
So, yeah.
Is any good?
Yeah, I own all of these books, so if you guys want me to bring some over, I 100% will. But
I only get one Audible credit a month. And
do the Dooku one first. Dooku's better than Blackspire.
I'm actually doing, and you probably read it, so.
But Hondo has a lot of pull with Blackspire.
Okay,
Which
it's
is
not.
funny
It's
its
not
own right.
really mentioned in the. In the book, it's not. It's someone else that controls Blackspire pretty heavily. So, Episode 9 takes place after Blackspire because that's on the road to the Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, exactly. So, it could be at that point because the person who's in control of Blackspire during the book is deposed in the novel. So, he could have kind of come into it at that point. I'm not sure. You know.
I'm reading A New Dawn, which is about Kanan.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm about halfway through
It's
it right now.
Kanan and Hera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
When you fly the Falcon there, Hondo's watching over the Falcon. He's having you run missions for him in it.
Nice. I heard you want to try and be the pilot.
I mean,
I kind of want to be the pilot. How do I do that? Do I have to slip the guy, like $20?
They just like give you.
When we
assigned
go,
roles when you go in.
you're the gunner. I'm the pilot. I've been waiting for this my whole goddamn life.
I know that's me. I just want to fly the Falcon so bad. Like, I don't know.
Can I just be R2D2 and get it over with?
R2, reboot the hyperdrive quickly.
You'll still survive if you hit every asteroid.
Nice. We got a follow. Thank you, Retro, for the follow. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I did do that, didn't I?
31 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's something I am going to work on in time for next stream. Is all the stream
alerts
splashes
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
So we get little notifications on screen. Cause
it'll automatically do it. I won't.
Well, it's supposed to have like a little pop and hooray and shit. Hey, someone else did.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Hey, that's my lovely wife. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate
you awesome.
that.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Especially
you're brave. You're very brave.
Amen to that.
I've only talked good about you in the past. You can listen to the archives.
They're far and few between.
But the couch is getting warmer for you as we speak.
Good times. Oh man.
The other book I got with my last credit, because I'm going to finish this one first.
Okay.
Is back to my list.
Yeah,
here.
You're good.
Battlefront 2.
That's a good one. With
the one about
Eden.
Inferno Squad?
Yeah, Inferno Squad. Battlefront 1 Twilight Company is also pretty good. I mean, it's a good novel. Have you done Dark Lords of the Sith yet?
I've not.
Oh, dude, you need to do that one next. Even before Dooku. Really?
I have that book.
Well, get it on Audible because it is worth it. It is one of the best Dark Side books written so far. It is extremely good.
My other Star Wars books on Audible are the 3 Thrawn books.
Those are really good, yeah?
And then the 3, the Aftermath series.
Awful.
I didn't hate them.
Really?
I didn't hate them. Like, there were characters out of it I liked. Like Mr. Bones.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Mr. Bones is good. Nora Wexley, she obviously Snap is huge in the sequel trilogy. You know what I mean? So
honestly, I did think that Sinjir, I liked him.
Yeah, he was good. Mm-hmm.
But I want to
I like the Admiral too, the female Admiral. I can't remember her name right now off the top of my head, but the one
Ray Sloan.
Yeah, Sloan. I like Sloan.
She's in the book I'm listening to right now.
She is. Yeah,
captain.
She's
supposed to be part of the First Order too. I would like to see her in Rise of Skywalker.
That'd be cool.
Even if it's just a nod to. But if it's supposed to be this knockdown, drag out fight with the Resistance, feasibly, she should be there. If it's all what's left of the First Order.
I will say, honestly, one of the best new canon books that I've read so far is Bloodlines, the one about Princess Leia.
I've got that on my wish list. I haven't gotten it.
Man, it's good. It's super good. I mean, I would say Dark Lords of the Sith, then probably the Dooku book, then probably Bloodlines, and then Black Spire has a lot of callbacks to Bloodlines, so you need to listen to it first before Black Spire. So
I almost got Black Spire, actually. That was in the... When I had 2 credits, I was like, what should I get? I need Star Wars books. I'm on this huge Star Wars kick lately because of the Mandalorian and shit.
Yeah. Oh, dude, The Mandalorian has ignited so much passion in the Star Wars base again.
Good passion,
seriously,
too. Not like
no
rage
one's
quit.
arguing about it. We're just discussing it.
Fucking Dave Filoni and
Yes.
Jon Favreau are the kings of the fucking hill.
That's true. They're so good. Just keeping everything in canon. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
proper throwbacks to old canon.
Yeah. Life Day? Are
Life
you kidding
Day.
me?
Goddamn Life Day.
Such
Which
a
Life Day was
reference.
never canon, let's be honest.
How in the hell did he pull that? He unified Star Wars nerds around the one thing we've all always hated.
That's true.
Just
accurate.
Fucking
Accurate.
Life.
So accurate.
But there was 3 references in the first episodes of the holiday special.
There were.
It was his gun.
Yep.
The forked gun.
Yep.
Life Day.
Yep.
And what the midget guy said, the I have spoken guy. I don't think they named him, but the beast that he rode, that the Mandalorians would, was what Boba Fett was riding.
Mythosaur, yeah.
That's what he was riding in the Star Wars Holiday Special in the animated bit.
Yeah, that's what the skull is over the blacksmith is a mythosaur as well. Yeah.
I was just like, we're doing this. We're really doing this.
Yep.
Yeah. And there may be more that I didn't catch because I've never actually seen the Holiday Special. I've just seen John try and talk about it, which is hilarious.
Yeah. Favreau trolling the fan base. I love it. Like,
and the fan base ate it up. Hook.
Oh God,
line, sinker.
All day.
And they're all just like, "Give it to me, Daddy." That's it.
We know what he likes.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what's really cool.
That exactly, like all this extra media outside the movie stuff, like should all be unified. Sounds like Mandalorian's going to tie into Rise of Skywalker, which is incredible. Like, I don't want Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to happen. Like, that's my...
Yeah, where it's like a completely...
It's completely different.
Until they want to plug a trailer.
Exactly. And I do not want that to happen. And I think they learned from their mistake with the MCU. I really do. I think that seeing that the TV being tied into the movies is much more lucrative than having them kind of be their own standalone.
Even though this happened from the movies and shit in the background.
But the TV is already tied into the movies. So, like, Clone Wars is canon. Rebels is canon. Resistance is canon. You know what I mean? Like, I've never even seen Resistance. I've seen, like, one trailer for it. Not super interested, but I'm going to watch it because, you know what? It's canon. So, I know.
Hey, you know what? I've been giving us a guinea pig for that. I've been letting the kid watch it. And
what's he think?
He's undecided on it. I'll be honest, he hasn't asked for anything more than the first 4 episodes.
Okay. I've been letting my son, he's 6, I've been letting him watch Mandalorian if I watch him first, just to make sure there's nothing, like, too crazy in him, you know. I thought this last episode when he's like, ready for round 2, I was like, well, sorry, Dash. Like, you're not watching it anymore, you know. But, anyway, you know, I mean, and he really likes it because, you know what, it's really pitched towards that A New Hope level of PG.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like, it really feels kind of that.
Yep.
Pushing the edge, but also very Star Warsy. All the sparks, all the people are dead, but you don't see any visceral violence. Like when he cuts that stormtrooper's throat in episode 3, I think. Yeah. When he rescues Baby Yoda, that's what happens in Shadows. You know he's dead for sure, but it's off screen almost.
Kind of like when he set the guy on fire with the flamethrower.
Exactly. Yeah.
Toasty.
Even with the stormtrooper helmets, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
on the spikes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Dripping blood and like fucking necks and shit.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. So I really like that. You know what I mean? Like it shows the gritty side of Star Wars without
being gratuitous about it.
It doesn't have to be HBO level of violence, right? You know, I think they've
I couldn't watch it if it was HBO level of violence. Shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, for sure. You know, but also like you don't have to do that with Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like if you have a good director and I think a good showrunner like Jon Favreau, I think you're going to be in good hands.
I want him to write a movie. I want us to write he needs a trilogy.
I don't know if all the rumors are correct.
Hold on.
He might take over for KK.
How long is that?
Well, a year.
Yeah.
One more year?
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's through
And
2020.
if he makes it there, we got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Well, he'll make sure that it's taken care of right.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
he's going to be like Kevin Fledge for the Marvel Universe.
Have you guys ever seen his chef show on Netflix? They do an episode with Dave Filoni. It's really good.
Really?
Like, yeah, they talk about it and stuff. And you know, you just see John. He like knows Star Wars, man.
Yeah,
like
dude.
he is about it.
Seriously,
It's really awesome.
I love what he's added. Like, he wrote Ahsoka. Like, he made that character.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
that's his little brainlet baby child.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good old snips. Mm.
Now, here's the question, and I kind of want to see this in movie or video or series format, live action. But the new book for Thrawn that they announced,
Yeah.
I imagine that has to, chronologically has to be what happens after him and Ezra disappeared.
Yeah, definitely.
There's nowhere else it could go.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to take place in between the end of Rebels and Force Awakens.
I just want to see Thrawn live action once. I think that should be a thing.
Thrawn is such a good character, man. I met
He gets a lot of love.
I met Timothy Zahn one time.
I did too. Super awesome guy.
He is really awesome.
Yeah, I've
Has
got
he really?
Yeah,
Nice.
I've got my picture with him and everything.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I got like a headshot and stuff. I was like, sign this for me.
Robert was jabbing his ear off, so I just didn't even bother going over and talking.
I've said a few things to him.
I've got a picture where he's doing like he's trying to do Force lightning. I got my lightsaber up. It's really awesome.
He basically those Thrawn novels like kind of ignited my love for reading. Like those
The
first kind
original
of Star
three?
Wars. Yeah,
I'll tell you who
yeah.
I did talk to at con that is actually a big author though.
Who?
Jim Butcher.
Oh, nice.
I didn't
Yeah.
even realize it was him. We were
Nice.
just in the fucking elevator talking about LARPing and shit.
Really?
He's big into LARP.
Really?
Yeah, like we
Nice.
were just talking about all that.
That's
shit
how
and
he
shit.
was that con.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then my buddy Travis was like, and he's huge Dresden Files. Man.
Okay, yeah.
He was like, bro, do you realize who the fuck that just was? I was like, no.
Nah, man. Tell me. Ooh, you about to show some goodness here? Oh, got a good little preview coming up here. Looks like I see.
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
what's happening.
Yeah, this
Show
would
that.
be our table from Monday night that we got to play on.
Cut to that so I can step away for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a very fun table to play on. It's a time-consuming table to play on.
It's hard to measure.
Yeah. I've got a couple of different pictures from this table.
I'm assuming that's a 500-point table.
500-point, 3x3. And
Egg.
I felt it was a fairly well laid out table. It was a good. It's
nice. I mean,
I
there's
told you
plenty
what I
of
thought
levels.
about it when you showed me to begin with. I think it's a badass table, and there's no denying it's a Star Wars table for damn sure.
It's definitely not 40K shit, and I can appreciate it just for that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful table. It just was hard with all the supports and stuff, which I don't think you can do without them. So
No, and one of the questions I got asked on Discord was about ladders, and there was 4, 2 on, and they was pretty well equally laid out.
So you could climb at will.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do the stupid roll of dice if you climb a ladder, correct?
Someone had to roll the dice when they panicked off the side of scaffolding.
Clamber.
Yeah. Well, coming soon is the correct walls that go there, and they will be impassable.
Need the Wilhelm screen.
Yeah. He lost a few units.
Really?
That's
How
what I
many?
wanna
How
say.
many did he lose to that?
3.
I think 3. Yeah.
And-
If you guys are looking at the screen, it's these guys right here on the right hand side there.
Pretty much center right. Yeah.
They got panicked off and basically had to plummet off the side of that scaffolding right
Yeah,
there.
and this particular section of scaffolding was 8 inches high.
So that's beyond
That's what
height.
she
That's
said.
height 2, right?
Yep, that was height 2.
That's what a whole group of dead units.
Basically, he rolled 3.
I rolled 10 dice, and I feared for their lives.
Because if you move height 2 in a panic and you're clambering, you roll 2 dice per unit.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's it's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
On a scale,
Yeah.
on a scale of 1 to how many dice how brutal would you say that is?
10 dice. 10
10
white
dice
dice.
of brutal.
That's a lot of damage.
It was very sad damage.
That's a page of the RRG we hadn't opened very often. I will be honest with you.
I can't say that I've ever had to verify my panic rules
Yeah.
with my movement rules versus my clamber rules.
Yeah.
We actually had to pause, dig out the big black book that I keep at the store.
Yeah.
Pause
And
for
start-
station identification.
It was pause for rule identification because it was a situation I had never been in.
Yeah.
So I used my X-Wing judging experience that I managed to pick up. And,
Yeah. It was but that's good. You know, honestly, I need to read the RRG again. I'll be honest
I
with
don't
you.
care how many times you read it, you're going to learn something different every time.
Yeah.
One thing I did notice is ours is a touch out of date, so much.
You know what helps to learn something every time you read it?
To play the game!
Put
I was-
minis on the table.
I was gonna say,
say.
I was gonna say reading comprehension.
Well,
That's
a lot
true.
of this stuff doesn't become comprehensible until you're actually playing it.
That's true.
I will say that accelerated reader Sarah Goy was the only person who ever beat me 2 years in a row. Sarah Goy, fuck you and your tests.
Dicks out for Harambe.
She took so many fucking accelerated reader tests, man. I couldn't keep up.
Jesus.
I had hundreds, almost 1,000 points, and she still won. All I did was read Redwall books, which are so good. They worth so many points.
Yeah, but there's so much more of this for me to print that I just haven't gotten around to yet.
That's
Honestly,
a
man,
really
it's a
crowded
great table.
already,
The
though.
only issue was, I know you guys can't see me pointing, but basically these scaffolds right here,
He's moving it. Can they see the mouse?
underneath,
should be able to
yeah,
see.
underneath here, like these two guys, like trying to shoot from this TIE fighter over to those guys, it was just difficult to get a range ruler properly in there and lined up. Also, talking about cover, like, you know, you need to be familiar with how cover works when someone has the high ground.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say that. You know what I mean? Like,
And this table was built to honestly use a second level.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought it was dude, when I played on it, I thought it was great.
I'll say that.
We treat the stairs right here as difficult terrain. They slow you down by one.
Yeah, Sergeant ran his dudes along this little I-beam, on the left there.
Yeah, he done that against me.
Did he really?
Yeah.
He was getting them to break through, and he managed to get them. Whoop, my bad. I just did something there. That's my apologies. I definitely, he got him down here past this little barricade because there was space, and yeah, right there. So he got him right past there. And
Yeah, and I believe I got a picture it was like a line of sight from these guys down here.
I thought the board looked great.
It was dude.
It was.
It's a great looking board.
It is.
It is a little tricky to play on, and if I was going to use that in tournament, I'm going to tell these guys that they get 10 extra minutes.
To talk about terrain and stuff, or
They get 10 extra minutes on top of their normal time because I realize
just for measuring.
I realize how difficult
Okay.
it is to. I've played on it, so I know how difficult it is to get a movement tool in and out of places.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
And I just think that giving them 10 extra minutes would be fair.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Because you're going to spend that trying to maneuver tools and stuff around in here.
Yeah.
And I get it that you can't just look down on top of something now and see range.
So also, even though this board looks crowded, it was really open. Like this was a really big firing lane. This was a really big firing lane, like kind of like diagonal to diagonal. So and you
Yeah,
guys
I
can't
didn't
see me pointing here. So on either side of the TIE fighter wings, like there was no cover from one side of board to the other, basically. So we maybe should have spun these guys around and put them out here, maybe perpendicular to kind of that tug in the middle there.
Probably needed to be. I'm not going to
Yeah,
deny
wouldn't look
that.
right for the
Dude,
board that way.
I'm not complaining at all. I'm just giving feedback.
Overall, well, that feedback is helpful because this
Yeah.
stuff will be the same tournament. It will be the same terrain I use for a tournament
Okay.
coming up.
Nice. Okay.
Now here's the question: is
And
the
when I
next,
travel, I'm probably going to take this with me.
Okay. Nice.
is it going to be a 500-point tournament?
No, we're going to play our standard 800 point.
Yeah.
And you had to do one the Saturday.
So you could
before
even do-
Christmas.
Well, I can't do it the Saturday after Christmas.
That's fair. I
So-
will be at a family's house Saturday before Christmas, but
You could. Never mind.
Skip.
yeah. I'm
hey,
just
part
gonna,
of me wants to. I'm not going to lie. You should also probably check on chat.
Oh yeah. Let's see what's happening in chat. Anyway, that was the board we played on for the skirmish. It was extremely fun. Do a shot. Retro Red, you followed us. I guess we owe you one.
Yes, we're doing a shot. It's a pour shot.
Pouring a shot. I'll give the Clinkies here.
I can't take another shot.
Okay, 1, 2,
Road
3.
conditions tonight very well could be slick. On the
What
way
shot
home.
are we on? 5?
I don't know. I'm not keeping count for you.
If you're playing at home, it's shot number whatever we're at. Dick's out for run, babe.
Dick's
Shot
out.
number whatever.
It's good. We're still 33 degrees, so we're above freezing at this point. Watch the bridges. That's the only thing. Careful.
Well, it's Chattanooga. People shit themselves and forget what's going on.
Well, there's
nice.
that
Okay,
line
yeah.
of sight picture I was looking for.
That's a good picture.
I like that one. Look, we got a paid follow right there. Very nice. I'm just kidding.
No.
Is that in a Rubish?
I don't know what's going on.
No,
with
that's
that.
definitely.
I pulled this up via Google, so who the fuck really?
You got Google translated. It's what you got.
I think you read that from right to left. If I'm being honest.
Yes.
Okay, so there's some of your fleet troopers. That looks about like what my.
Well, there's one of my saboteur.
After
teams.
turn 1, this was my fleet troopers. 2 suppression, -3 dudes.
This was turn 2.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I know he's left, but Sergeant Pepper.
And his Lonely Heart Club band.
Yeah, I mean
Sergeant Bulldog, rather.
This, for some weird reason, I love this particular picture. It shows off a lot of the crates and stuff that I've managed to do. The tug from Imperial Terrain.
Got some print lines there. But that's
particular
raw,
field,
right?
Well, it's been primed. I haven't went through and
Okay.
filled the gaps in with super glue yet.
Yeah.
That would actually probably just get some typhus corrosion and made it to look like it's just rust.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So you can use, and to me, it's not really worth for game terrain. I could go through and fix it, but
yeah, why would? Yeah, I mean,
once I paint all that up,
yeah,
I'll just paint it into it, and you'll never realize it.
All my terrain has print lines. I don't care. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's just terrain, you know.
Yeah,
I gave it a paint job.
I mean, the TIE fighters, these are both airbrushed, and it was the first stuff I painted with an airbrush.
Yeah, I love the
Harbor Freight variety.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the end results, I freehanded everything on those. I didn't mask anything off. I just freehanded it all.
Nice.
Took a little while to get it right, but
yeah.
After 3 rebuilds on the airbrush, I got it working really good.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That you like if you're not using a model airbrush, there's a few things you need to do differently for your.
I didn't
like
do
an
any.
actual airbrush, I guess, like a because there's a difference, right, between like a Badger and like probably the one you're using.
I mean, they all did the same job.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got a $200 spray gun that I paint model cars with.
Okay.
I've got a $20 airbrush that I bought because I was at Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
Or at
And you're
Harbor
there
Freight.
and the price is right, you know?
And I was
40% off coupon. What?
Well, it was Harbor Freight. It was 25% off. Plus, it was on sale. So I paid like $11 for it.
That's not bad.
And it needed rebuilt immediately out of the box. Because the trigger operation was just shit.
So you're saying it was triggered?
I was triggered by how shit the trigger felt.
Snowflake.
Hashtag triggered, hashtag racist, hashtag Notre Dame.
Yeah. No doubt. Notre Dame?
Yes.
But once I figured out how to properly build the trigger assembly in it, it wound up being just really good.
Yeah. Like I said, I really enjoyed the board. It was a lot of fun to play on. You know, just a few pivots, a few tweaks here and there. I think it'll be a solid board.
I have some interesting changes coming to this board. I'm going to finish the tug out.
Okay.
And I've been looking at I'll just go ahead and pull it up here.
So, on a 6x3, would you move that whole structure to the middle and kind of put stairs leading up to it? So in the middle, there's like a second level, and the sides are still more traditional Legion terrain?
I have more A-frames to print.
Okay.
So I can truly... I want to print more than I'll use. So I have ultimate and options at this point.
Okay.
Is that a Star Wars nativity scene on your...
That is awesome.
All right. So
It's a baby Yoda.
I have okay.
Oh God, this has got to be a set. This has got to be a thing.
I have to resin print this. That's all there is to it.
That
I'm
is
gonna have to
incredible.
resin print this.
Save those files though. Let's get that saved.
Download. Y'all are seeing this is how Terrain came up with.
That's good.
It'll be for Christmas next year easily. Christmas tournament. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really tempted to go drop like $30 or $40 at Hobby Lobby Monday while I'm off to build a Christmas table.
So who's the man in the man's got to be the Mandalorian. I can't think.
Right.
Mandalorian. I don't know.
Is that Cara Dune?
Probably. It's got to be.
So, okay, now that we've done this, Star Wars Legion, Gunboat.
Are you putting a lad in there? Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah.
Nope. No dice. Is it the clone one?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Aircraft carriers?
No.
You sank my battleship.
I'm gonna find it because I have it
H12.
saved.
There's the Jedi Starfighter.
Is that the
Actually, do
Delta
need to say
7
that.
Aether sprite there?
No.
That's not the Delta
I'm
7?
working on liquor song right now.
Hey, appreciate that.
That's what I do.
Tri-fighter? Okay. All right, I appreciate that. Ooh. All right, we got.
There we go.
Oh, the fucking gunboats.
Yes, I want to put the gunboat with a TIE Defender on that table.
What is a gunboat?
The Alpha Class Starwing.
You didn't play
with
with
a TIE Fighter.
Well, it's more like a Lambda class shuttle shrink down as a missile pod.
Yes. Okay, so it's basically a shuttle. That's what it looks like, right?
Yeah,
a
see,
Lambda there.
Because look here, because I'm going to take control.
Yeah.
I really want to put it on like Pornhub right now while he's outside just to be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
I can't hear what he said.
Don't lock his Twitch account.
Pop it and lock that bitch.
Okay, so that's it without the wings there.
Yeah,
it's just got missile pods and.
Yeah, that's like it in full form.
So what is that from?
I don't know where it's from in like videos. I know it was in X-Wing.
Yeah, they put it in X-Wing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because he owned like 3 of them.
The gunboats?
Yeah, and he would wreck shit. We're gonna look at Baby Yoda better.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. I want to see who the
chick is.
Who the woman is. Yeah, I'm curious to see if it's Cara Dune or someone else.
Well, I'm glad y'all are able to carry on some content here.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
That and, alcoholism.
I mean, dead air. Nobody likes dead air.
Well, I mean,
It's
the only people that really like alcoholism is our livers.
Hey, that liver's gonna get the bitch ending it deserves. It's loading right now.
Loading.
Keep on loading. Rawhide.
Keep those STs.
It's not loaded.
Head him up.
Okay.
Move him out. Head him up.
Is it a
move him out.
stormtrooper? Someone wearing
Is
a
it supposed to be like a
helmet?
sexy stormtrooper? Pregnant stormtrooper? There's
Wait,
some porgs.
Oh,
Okay.
I think this is just how many bad ideas can we put in a single.
And there's the egg. That's
Give me
cool.
an egg.
The stand. Okay. That's
Fuck is the...
an E11.
Yes.
Some boots. Some R5D4 or R5 unit rather.
R5D, bitch.
Dewbacks.
Hey, we get
A
new backs.
bantha.
Bantha.
You
which
tried to print one of those originally already?
Is it a
I've already
rug?
got some banthas.
Combos. They're a little
Carpet.
small though, aren't they?
Oh, okay. So this is a model kit. Yeah.
Wait. Go back. It has the
mythical
logo.
logo. Nice.
Beautiful. That's detail.
That's a good touch, yeah. Some rock, some cloth, some straw.
So let's just. I've already downloaded these, right?
I know. No, you saved it. I thought.
Okay.
We were just looking at them a little closer. We wanted to see what they were.
We wanted to see what it was because we were trying to see what the
What the woman was, and it turned out to be a stormtrooper A
Well,
busted-
apparently there's female stormtroopers in the book, so
Oh yeah, definitely. The Empire doesn't care as long as you're
as long as
not.
you can murder shit.
As long as you're not a non-human.
It'd be funny if this is
A little short for a stormtrooper.
if it's Legion scale, it might print halfway decent. You know what? We'll figure it out.
I think it is set for Legion scale.
What? Okay.
Non-humans.
Let's
except-
see. That's
scum,
true.
Separatist scum.
That's true.
Glory to the Republic.
Clones
the
are good.
Fly droids get
So,
such a bad
and
rap,
the
man.
other ship that'll be going with it.
Well, you still got the Razor Crest from where I sent you the file.
Yes, I've got it, but it's also.
How
Which
big
that
is that
would-
one?
The Razor Crest, the Mandalorian ship,
Yeah.
would go perfectly on a table with that. I'm just saying.
The Razor Crest will go great on the kind of the Junlin Waste rock.
Yeah.
The one
Yeah.
I've been using as a scum outpost here
Yeah,
lately.
great.
Yeah.
Down to
With the
ATST there,
Z95s. That one.
Some crash speeder
Yeah,
box and
that
down
one.
to ATST, and you got
Replace the ships
Mandalorian.
on it with the Razor Crest.
Okay.
Build
I mean,
by the-
I think the Z95s aren't bad on it. I mean, it makes sense to have him laying next to a bunch of scum. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Well, that's another one of them tables that I've just kind of been adding to and playing with over the last
yeah.
couple of months.
I do love the TIE Defender, though. The one that you have printed.
Yeah, I just wish they didn't have the huge gap in the wings from where it peeled off the print bed.
I just wish we'd get Thrawn in the game as the commander, but that's just me.
Mm.
Somebody did a really cool, mostly balanced set of cards for him as fan-made alt art stuff. I'll see if I can find them. And I say they was pretty balanced. I mean, I'm sure we could find a way to break them like we break everything else.
That's the point, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Break it over the back.
So, Drew, how do I need to finish out this tug to kind of match that board?
Probably some lotion.
Imperial colors, I guess. I'd put, maybe some blue back here, some orange up here, like in the vents, like the intake vents, And then the
Good
ion,
practice for the airbrush.
the ion engines in the back, I guess.
Oh, I figured your airbrush sees most of the terrain unless.
Can I hold that for a second? I
something
didn't pick it up at the other
special
end of the
features.
board. I like the fill that you put on this one. How much longer did it make it take to fill it like this?
I've got 10 hours in that print.
Okay.
Damn.
That's got like a 5 or 7% infill.
Okay.
Is that a lot or a little?
I mean, 7% of 100.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's hollow as fuck, then gotcha.
Yeah.
But it has a good weight to it. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
I say it's got a
Yeah.
5% infill. That does feel like it's a little heavy on the infill. But I think it's...
Detail's good, though.
it could just
too.
be a close
Still
print
sturdy.
too, So
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not worried about it. If I
Yeah.
thought it would hold as a shell, I would have printed it at no infill. But you got to have something to support them vertical or them horizontal surfaces.
I don't know, the detail on that's really nice. I like it.
Yeah, and it. By the time I got through with it in primer, once I hit it with some 80 grit, and there's a couple areas where I'm just going to leave the printer detail as like metal,
Yeah.
like textured surface on the metal top detail.
Are they still seeing that, by the way?
Yeah, they're still seeing the TIE
Okay.
Defender at the moment.
They don't want to look at us anymore.
Yeah.
What's our chat look like, or do we have anybody?
I don't know.
Everyone's left now at this point. They're like, what are they even talking about?
Dewbacks don't crack.
Do you have dewbacks yet?
Yes.
He has one. His kids
So-
have one coming.
Yeah, interesting note.
Yeah. Okay, you said
Out of the two, I have one that has a missing base.
You're fucking kidding me.
No. So the debacle isn't over yet.
Yeah, I think Stefan was telling me that he had one that was.
So that
missing
makes
base.
2 out of 3 or 4 known
Yeah.
Dewback sales from our local store
Yeah.
with
Wait,
known base issues.
You're not the only one that had that issue?
No.
Oh, Stefan did as well. Glad I play Rebels. Sabotage!
Get fucked, Rebel Scum.
Sabotage! You'll never have the Tauntaun answer.
Dewbacks weren't a tauntaun answer.
They're not, you're right.
Punching him in the face is a tauntaun answer.
You know what?
Only you get lucky enough to knock one in the face like that.
All I want is for your
Not
Dewbacks.
just one, bro.
2.
2. The same mini with
Same
2.
mini, same game. Eat a
Let-
dick, dumb shit.
Same batch of tauntauns.
Let your
even worse.
dewbacks face down Stefan's suppression list and see how they handle. Because if you want to spur them,
You're
pretty much. Pretty much.
Even suppressed, there's still 2 action units, but yeah.
Yeah.
I have not been able to put them on the table yet. Mine are only partially assembled from last cast.
Gotcha.
I have not had a chance to prime and or paint on them.
Okay.
Not like that has not stopped me from playing them before.
No, it
That's
definitely
true.
isn't.
But I was not prepared to play Imperials this week.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Because I think I have an answer to Stefan's Imperial suppression spam with
Which
an
is?
Imperial.
With another Imperial?
He's not watching right now, so you might as well. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, I'm just going to... I think I'm going to borrow some Death Troopers.
I'm fine with that.
Are you going with your RPQ 3 Death Trooper list?
Well, how about 500 points and 3 Death Troopers?
Oh,
That
God.
Seems pretty good.
That seems like the get fucked list.
Well, I'm not afraid to pull out some major skew in any shape, form, or fashion.
That's
Never
true.
have.
That's true.
Because I did...
Decipher 1990's cardboard game.
I didn't... Well, okay, yeah, I did skew a lot.
Yeah, you can just...
But
your
also-
Cloud City fucking deck, yeah. You need a dick on that one.
We're going back to the Decipher game right now?
20
Yeah.
years later, you could still eat a fucking dick on that. Yeah, I still got my cards. I can get to them in 5 minutes. That's with me walking.
Play them.
Oh, God, no.
Another hour to remember how to play.
I
Decipher.
never fully learned. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I agree. I don't think I ever fully learned either.
I love that game, but sweet Jesus, it took a goddamn
I was
rocket
very
science.
proficient with that game.
I lost my heart for that game. Real quick.
After the Cloud City?
No.
He never played that against that deck.
I had the opportunity to have the entire premiere set,
Yeah.
like in the very beginning,
Yeah.
for $40. And at that time, Vader himself was at $120 home.
Wow.
And my mom was like, "Nah, man." And I was like,
Was the premiere set the first box that came out?
"Yeah, Black
Man,
Border."
we had that one, yeah.
Yeah.
My brother and I bought it in stores, and I made a deal with him that if he let me borrow his $10, I would play action figures with him whenever he wanted. We called it the deal. And I was like, but you have to play the Star Wars card game with me. And then we're like, this is complicated as fuck. Like, I think I was 10 and he was 9 maybe. Maybe he was 8.
I will say that...
That was like every card that I had imagined that I needed for
Yeah.
every fucking strategy I had in my head. And my mom was like, "Nah, man, $40 is not a good deal for cardboard." I was like, "I can sell one fucking card and they can give you your fucking money back. Come on, man."
Yeah. She didn't want any part of it?
Nah, so I traded what I had to another dude for 2 big ass buckets of Legos.
Crack was a better deal for her.
Yeah.
Fair.
Well, I can't win them all, folks.
But that was the end of my Decipher
So how should we roll this thing out?
collection.
Yeah, we're nearing the 2-hour mark here.
People have
We
got
are.
better things to do. They're probably watching porn with us in the background at this point.
That's fine. Who's in the chat still? Let's give him one last shout out here. If you're playing the 82nd Legion drinking game at home, we're going to take one last swallow here. You got your cup's empty? Can't do one
more
last?
shot. One more shot or drink. Yes, swallow, no.
You know what I meant. You know what I meant.
Looks
Alright.
like we're still looking at A10, Commander's Route,
Lurks.
Melephis, Skyward. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
Really do.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We're going to try and do this every Tuesday.
Thanks for having nothing better to do with your life, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe next week will be yet the next scoop on news.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We did have the scoop.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
There
you
probably
know,
won't be news for a month.
we were the first podcast
Nope.
to talk about vital assets or whatever it's called. I don't remember.
We're the only live cast to talk about vital
Are
assets.
there other live casts?
Fifth Trooper's done a couple. Apparently, they got a little unruly last time. I didn't listen to it, but
Wait. worse
Legion
than us?
Outriders, or not Outriders, but Legion Academy, they was live yet last night.
Were they?
Yeah.
Are
Okay,
they
then.
worse than us?
No, they're
No,
more
that
of a
Sean
competitive.
Morrissey was in our chat last time.
Yeah, that guy was cool as shit. The
Yeah.
Canadian guy?
Yeah.
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 Our crazy Canuck. Yeah, he did. I didn't see him in chat tonight.
He
you know.
probably thought better of it.
He has a life.
Probably getting laid and shit.
Or working on terrain.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was
Take
trying
us
to give him
home,
the benefit
Captain.
of the
Count
doubt.
us out of here.
Folks, put minis on the table, play some games. We've been having more fun at 500 points than I can recall having in 800 points in quite a while. The fact that we can get 2 games in on a Monday night is great.
Yeah, that's true.
So we've been wearing the 500 point format out, and I think we're going to continue with it.
Yeah, it seems really good for Mondays, and it's nice to practice kind of a microcosm of a strategy. You know what I mean? Like, really just kind of see what units work together well and what don't.
Yeah. And also allows you to bring some of those close range units that you...
Yeah, Wookiees on the table, man. I can't tell you
Wookiees, fleet troopers.
Yeah. Probably won't run fleets again. They just got ate up real bad. It was
I was hoping there was enough line of sight blockers on that to make fleets
maybe if you
viable.
turn the TIE fighters the other way, maybe. I don't know. We can talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there's great thing about that terrain. A million ways to place it.
That's true. That's true.
I never build the same table twice, it seems.
Bet.
In theory, it's kind of impossible.
Well,
all right.
Till next week.
Pinky's out.
Pinky's out.
That's how you know you're a classy motherfucker.
True that.